I went to the Home Depot yesterday, which generally is fine. I don't typically have any kind of problems with that store. This time was a little bit different. This time I had a kind of ridiculous experience at the checkout area. I went for just a small quantity of items. I needed some air conditioner filters, so I got air conditioner filter. And I needed parts to build the shelving downstairs for the telephone display. So I needed some screws and I needed some brackets. So I got air conditioner filter, I got some washers, and I got some screws. So I'm carrying these items to the store like this. Easy, there's no reason to get a whole trolley for this. So we got that, and I went to get the brackets. So I went into the bracket area and I saw these. These are from the Everbuilt brand. They're made in China. For some reason, this costs $2 now. I remember when this would have cost like 49 cents. Now this costs $2. And I needed a large quantity of these. I needed about 30 of them. There was boxes of 25 on the shelf. So I grabbed the whole box and I threw a few extras in. So I'm carrying the box with this stuff on top to the register. And I put everything on the counter. And I don't have the box, which we'll get that in a minute. But these brackets were sitting in the box like this. There was 5. This is so ridiculous. There was 5 that were inside this plastic. There was 5 of them inside this plastic sleeve, right, like this. I think maybe the sleeve was down more or something. It was something like this. I hold them together. And there was a piece of paper, and then another batch of 5 go in the other direction with the plastic film, and another, and so forth. So we have all these, just imagine that this is all the stuff here. So the lady at the register scans the stuff, and that was normal. And then she gets the box of these. And I guess maybe you can't scan the whole box itself. I don't know. But she scanned every single one individually, which is fine. But so she takes it out of the box, she scans it, puts it down, takes the paper, and she picks up the next batch. She takes the plastic off, she scans each and every one, she puts the piece of paper, she takes the plastic off. And so now the register area looks like this. This is what the register area looks like. There's plastic and paper everywhere. So she gets about halfway through. It looks like the register counter looks like this, which is the mess that she created. And she just pauses and she's looking at it. And she picks up this paper and she just says, "What is all this?" Now it was apparently obvious to me that it was just the packaging material, but apparently to her it was not obvious. And I don't know. She said it with quite an attitude. I don't know if she was asking me or just saying it rhetorically, whatever. I couldn't say anything at the moment because that was so funny to me. I would have lost it if I tried to tell her that it was the packaging material. So she gets done, and we got this big pile of all these brackets, and all this plastic film, and all this paper that she has no idea what it is. And then there's the box sitting on the counter. She gets a bag. Now, my intention was she'd just throw them back in the box, and I would walk out the store with the box and the other thing in my hand. She gets a bag. Enter the bag, which is fine. The bags there are free. So she's got the bag, and she puts she starts putting the stuff in there, which I won't do myself because I don't work there. She puts a couple of these in there, and then we get to the box. And she says to me, "You want the box?" And at this point, I was just done with the whole thing. And I says, "No, because now it doesn't make any sense, right? Because we already have the bag, so we don't need to put both." I would have been perfectly content with just a box and not use another bag, but whatever. So she cancels out the box. She proceeds to put these things just randomly in the bag. And it's loud. It's making as much noise as I am now. And then she gets about halfway done with the brackets. I'm expecting her to cancel out the paper and the plastic like she did the box. Nope. She takes all the plastic and starts stuffing it in the bag. She hands me the bag. You can't make this stuff up. So here we are at home. And now I have to sort through all this. And I have to throw out all the plastic film and all the paper at home. But I can't have I could have had the box, but apparently in her mind it would have made less sense to take the box than all that plastic film and all that paper. I just can't with that. I have no idea what kind of utility she thought that stuff served. I don't know. I guess she must have thought that the plastic film and the pieces of paper had some kind of utility that was intrinsic to the product and needed to go with the product when it was purchased. I have no idea. And ordinarily, I would have said something because that's kind of ridiculous. But the previous customer was giving her a hard time, so it just wasn't worth it. Because the reality is I can come home and I can discard the plastic film myself. But it was just ridiculous. But it was a good lesson in what's obvious to you is not always obvious to those around you. And this is, I guess this was one of those times. It was very obvious to me that it was just packaging material, but inherently it wasn't obvious to her.